Students, welcome to MJC Learning. Today we are going to start our 8th chapter of chemistry, that is transition and inner transition elements. This is part first of this chapter. So let's begin. First, let us talk about the transition elements, also known as D block elements. So we are going to cover following topics related to transition elements. First is introduction of transition elements, position in the periodic table, electronic configuration of transition elements, electronic configuration of chromium and copper. Before the introduction of D block elements, let us revise periodic table which we have already studied in 11th standard. This is the modern periodic table in which there are 7 periods starting from 1 to 7 and 18 groups starting from 1 to 18. There are 118 elements. The modern periodic table is divided into 4 blocks. 2 groups on the left side are known as S block elements. 6 groups on the right hand side are known as P block elements. 10 groups which are present between S and P block elements are known as D block elements. 2 series at the bottom are called as F block elements. So in this chapter we are going to discuss about D and F block elements. So let us discuss about D block elements, also called as transition elements. The D block elements contains the elements of group 3 to 12. The D block elements are the elements in which the last electron enters in the D orbital. The name D transition metals was derived from the fact that their properties are intermediate between the properties of highly electropositive S block elements and highly electronegative P block elements. So, the name transition given to elements of D block elements is only because of their position between S and P block elements. Now, according to IUPAC, transition elements also defined as the elements which have partly or incompletely filled n-1 d orbitals in their elementary state or in any of their common oxidation state. So, we can say that a transition element is defined as one which has incompletely filled d orbital in its ground state or in any one of its oxidation state. There are 4 series of transition elements in the long form of periodic table. So, they are 3D, 4D, 5D and 6D, corresponding to filling 3D, 4D, 5D and 6D orbital. Here we can see that 3D series is starting from scandium to zinc, 4D series is yttrium to cadmium, 5D series consists lanthanum to mercury, omitting the lanthanoid series. Now the fourth 6D series, which begins with actinium and is still incomplete. So here the first series is 3D series, which consists of the elements from scandium to zinc. Here the second series, which is known as 4D series, which consists the elements yttrium to cadmium. This is the third series, which is known as 5D series. It consists lanthanum and hafnium to mercury. In between lanthanum and hafnium there is a lanthanoid series which cannot be considered as 5D series. The fourth series is 6D series. It consists of actinium to copernicium. In between actinium and rutherfordium there is actinoid series which cannot be considered in 6D series. So these are the four series of transition elements: 3D, 4D, 5D and 6D. Position in the periodic table. Let us discuss about the position of D block elements in modern periodic table. So, these elements are placed in between the S block elements and P block elements. When we can observe a change from most electropositive S block elements to the least electropositive P block elements through D block elements. So, the D block occupies the large middle section of the periodic table between S and P block in the periodic table. Now, the transition elements belongs to the group 3 to 12 and starting from 4th period in the form of 4 different series. So, this is the 4th period, which is called as 3D series. This is 5th period, which is called as 4D series. This is 6th period, which is called as 5D series, and this is 7th period, which is called as 6D series. Let us discuss about the electronic configuration of transition metals. The general electronic configuration of transition metals are N-1, 10, 1 to 10, Ns 1 to 2. Here N-1 stand for inner d orbital, which may have 1 to 10 electrons, and outermost Ns orbital may have 1 to 2 electrons. For example, if we have to write the electronic configuration of scandium, which is 21, for this argon is the noble gas preceding to 3rd series, and electronic configuration of argon can be write as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, total 18 electrons. So, we know that according to Aufbau principle, the electrons first fill in 4th s orbital before going to 3d orbital. So, next 3 electrons from argon to scandium first enters in 4s orbital, then last 1 electron enter in 3d orbital. So, electronic configuration of scandium can be written as 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d1, 4s2, which can also be written as, this is the representation of electronic configuration of argon, and 3d1 and 4s2. So, the general electronic configuration of transition series of D block elements can be represented as, first, this is the general electronic configuration of transition elements. So, for 3D series, the preceding noble gas is argon. So, using this general electronic configuration, 3D series is present in 4th period. So, here N is 4, N-1 is 3, 1 to 10 and 2. Now next is, for 4D series, krypton is the preceding noble gas. So, we can write electronic configuration of 4th D series using this general electronic configuration as krypton 4D 1 minus 10, 5s 0 to 2. For electronic configuration 5D series, same, xenon is the preceding noble gas. We can write 5D 1 to 10 and 6s2, as 5D series is present in 6th period. So, N is equals to 6 and N minus 1 is 5. Last 6D series, radon which is a preceding noble gas for 6d series. So we can write the electronic configuration as 6d 1 to 10 7s2. Electronic configuration of zinc, cadmium and mercury of group 12 have full D10 configuration in their state as well as in their common oxidation state. As you see, in zinc, the electronic configuration is 3d10 4s2. For cadmium, it is 4d10 5s2, and for mercury, it is 6d10 and 7s2. So their d orbital is fully filled. So these are not considered as transition elements, because according to the definition of transition element, it must have incompletely filled d orbital. But being in the end member of 3d, 4d, 5d transition series respectively, their chemistry is studied along with the chemistry of transition elements. Now, there are several exceptions because of very little energy difference between n-1d and ns orbital. We know that half and completely filled sets of orbital are relatively more stable than other. So, because of these two reasons, the general electronic configuration of transition elements have exceptions. So, if we consider 3D series, then we see difference in expected electronic configuration and observed electronic configuration. So, if we consider in case of chromium, which has 5T 4s configuration instead of 3D 4s 2 configuration. The energy gap between two sets of 3D and 4s orbitals is very small, enough to prevent electrons entering the 3D orbitals. Means electrons from 4s orbital jump in 3D orbital for extra stability as they became half-filled orbital. Similarly, in case of copper, the electronic configuration is 3d10 4s1, not 3d9 and 4s2. Why? Because one electron from S jump in 3d for stability as it is became more stable. Why? So here we can see that the expected and observed electronic configuration of 3D series. So for scandium, the expected electronic configuration and observed electronic configuration are same. For titanium, expected and observed electronic configuration are same. Vanadium, this is same. And for chromium, the expected electronic configuration is 3d4 4s2, but as it's need only one electron to be half filled, and we know that half and completely filled orbital are more stable, as the difference between 3d and 4s is very less, then one electron from S will transfer to 3d for more stability. So the expected electronic configuration of chromium is 3d4 4s2, but observed electronic configuration is 3d5 and 4s1. Manganese have same electronic configuration in expected and observed. Iron, cobalt, nickel all have same electronic configuration in expected electronic configuration and observed electronic. Here for copper, the expected electronic configuration is 3d9 4s2. We know that if it will get one electron, so it will become completely filled and more stable. So we know that the energy gap between 3D and 4s is very less. So one electron from S will transfer to 3D to become completely filled and more stable. So the expected is 3D9 4s2, but for more stability it will become 3D10 4s1, and for zinc expected electronic configuration is 3D10 4s2, and observed is also same 3D10 4s2. So these are the electronic configuration of expected and observed of 3D series. Similarly, we can write electronic configuration of 4D, 5D and 6D series in same manner. Thank you.